So, I was recently talking to someone. Well, like, it's been like a day. So yes, yes. No, I want to say yesterday, but it was today. It's so weird that it was today. Jesus. I was talking to someone about the Mia twist, and they told me, like, Safi, you keep calling it a plot twist, but it's not. Mia isn't the plot. Mia doesn't fucking matter for the plot. Suddenly focusing on Mia is fucking weird from the plot's perspective. She's not a plot twist. It's a new plot. She is just the plot. It's a revelation. It's a surprising development. But it's not a plot twist, because she's not the plot, and it's not a twist, because there are no expectations that are being thwarted. And I was like, oh, that's why I don't give a shit. It's also not, like, it's one of those fanfic callbacks where it's like, yeah, I get it, right? It's cute for the guys in the back, for the girls in the front, the boys in the back, the remainder, the NBs and everything in the middle, you know. It's cute for them, but from a raw writing perspective, it's like, it feels a bit flexy, you know? It's like you're flexing. What are you flexing about? Oh, but the story's about making up. Mia's an asshole! That's the whole point, is that she's unrepentantly just a big fat jerk. And that Inko siding with her in ending 1 is a bad thing. Which, again, turns her into just a plot device, character-wise. But enough of that. I got a wound on one of my fingers, and I don't know where it came from. Love that. I certainly have a couple of busy weeks ahead of me. Tuesday had come and gone without much fanfare, aside from Randy informing me that my therapist had finally gotten back to him, and they wanted to see me today. On Wednesday. That's way sooner than I expected. Almost too soon, actually. But that's not exactly a bad thing. Oh, wait, I forgot to turn on looping. Today, school was entirely uninteresting, but Ben came to sit with us lunch shockingly. He played it off by talking to Liz about all the prep they were going to have to start doing for the winter formals soon. They're as busy as they're going to get, but I knew for a fact that he didn't have to do that during lunch. I wasn't complaining about it regardless. Olivia and I got to rib him about to get up some more. And now I got to show Liz that goofy-ass picture. She was extremely amused, but not quite to the gut-busted extent that me and my girl were. But my girl and I were, Humor aside, you know, my mind was preoccupied with my thoughts of thinking about my upcoming shrink visit. I love how you want to get a therapist, but you're going to call him a fucking shrink. I wasn't particularly looking forward to having someone poke a proud of me. Well, they don't touch you. Trying to get me to talk about my feelings. No, they want you to get you to think about your feelings. Like, half of a lot of good therapy is just getting you to think about shit, you know? Also, talking requires you to activate your mirror neurons to an extent because you have to sympathize with your audience in order to know what to say and how to say it. And that's part of the process, is that those mirror neurons, they force you to process information differently. So you think about it more than you would if you're just thinking about it. You know, rubber duck debugging. I'd only just gotten used to it, and even that it was only with people I consider close. Not to mention, I'd have to be honest about my scars. The ones on my thighs. The fact that I did what I did to my hand. I already told school staff that I did to myself, but shit, man. What if they put me in a nut house or something? I don't need that right now. On the way out of the Prockling's class, Olivia must have sensed my trepidation, as she looked up at me carefully. It'll be okay, D. I promise it won't be nearly as bad as you think it'll be. Well, you been to therapy before? Yeah, a long while ago when I was younger. Helped me a bit. Wasn't that bad, really, I promise. You know, I went to the therapist because, like you wouldn't believe it, man, I was growing up with this weird fucking kid. I think he called himself Anon Mungus or something? I honestly don't know what the hell his deal was. But he kept listening to every conversation I had, and he kept telling me to go date this guy called Nasser. I think Nasser died in that school shooting, so problem solved, I guess. Kept saying he'd be nothing from something. I don't know where he is. Weird part, he was 3 years older than I was, and somehow in the same class. Don't ask me. I don't really know how that went. Well, I hope it's not that bad. Then there's the thing with Mia. Ben managed to get a hold of her, and she agreed. I hope Mia is just a fucking, like, slap to the face. Like, none of this matters. That's the right answer, is that none of this shit with Mia matters. That it's used not for her development, but just for D. Like, oh man, look at what happened to her. That's not good. I don't want to be that. You know, that kind of stuff. He didn't go into fabulous. You don't say fabulous, man. And I don't blame him. I'm sure she wasn't very nice about it. I haven't told Olivia. As guilty as it makes me, I don't really want to either. Every frown falls across my face subconsciously. And a careful look turns into a worried one. I snap my expression back to a poker face. I need to work on that real bad. Well, at least you're not muttering all over the place like the guy who got that school shooting started. What a bingus that was.
What's wrong?
It's Mia. Ben wants me to talk to her tomorrow. She's coming back from Reef City then. He's gonna mediate, try and do the shit I did for you and him between us.
Seriously? He didn't pressure you into it, did he?
Hey, listen, I agreed to it on my own, I promise. Besides, you really think Ben would pressure me to do something I didn't want to do? You really think Ben... Oh, Ben could pressure me. I mean, no. Just no. I mean, he is class president, though. He probably has some leverage to fuck with you. Probably has some leverage. That seemed to amuse her a little bit. Sneer called back to a little smile. Just stop saying a little that much before fall away completely to a neutral expression. I hate the term neutral expression at this point, okay? I'm seriously starting to hate that term. It is so fucking lazy.
No, but D, I don't think this is a good idea. You know how Mia is.
Yeah, I do, but I still want to try. You don't know how I'm doing, right?
Guess not. If Ben is there, I can sort of trust Mia not to do anything too crazy. Just be careful, okay?
Yeah, I will be. I'll bring my body armor and a gun and a taser. I'll bring my AK-47, a gun equipment. I'll get some Guardian GIs, some roast beef, a pizza, some chicken, and that onion mixture. No, just a scare with the smell. Roast beef and ketchup, a pizza. She smiles that smile. She smiles that smiling smile as she breasts boobily at me. And we'll make our way out of the school to head home. Like, I know that what you're going for, right, is for contrastive focus reduplication, but you're not doing it right. Because what is that smile? What is that smile? Are you okay? Are you just having a good time? Is it the smile she flashes right before bed? Because, like, Olivia isn't really associated with... Is she? No, she has a laugh, right? She has a certain kind of laugh that's really cute. That gremlin laugh. Not really smiling, though. I'm trying to think, but I really need to replay the game properly. I just can't. I just don't have time. I don't have time for anything. I have time for nothing. There is no time. Every day, something new finds a way to worm its way into my day and make me do stuff. Alright, let's keep going. My boy was pretty soon after school ended, so Sophia offered to take me, and I figured, why not? Anything to make it easier for me. It was already a bundle of nerves, no need to let public transportation make it any worse. She gave me words of encouragement the entire way there, and even offered to stay in the parking lot until I was done so I didn't have to wait around for her to come back. Immediately I tried to deny it because of who in that right mind would want someone to do that? What? Oh, he's like, listen, oh. And she just looked at me and held her laptop up, which I didn't even realize she took with her. I mean, it's not like you described that scenario for us, so we as the audience are like, I guess. Fuck. Working from home finesse. Working from home? I was got the impression she was a stay-at-home mom. Which is kind of weird, given that really isn't much of a thing nowadays for anything other than wealthy families, but hey. I begrudgingly accepted, and I went inside to stop my appointment. And it was mundane. I mean, I thought I'd get poked, prodded, thought I'd be sitting in there bawling my eyes out to a stranger. You've already done that several times, buddy, nothing new under the sun. While I did get close a few times to therapists who actually turned out to be a psychiatrist, not just a therapist. Just listened to me ramble about my life. Pulled me back in when they needed to. Yeah, that's the point. You know, at some point you gotta get comfortable with anything else. I find it impressive that you get close to bawling on your first fucking go, man. Isn't the first session usually like, hey, let's just get to know each other? Let's get some baselines. I don't know if it was because she was a baryonyx like Olivia. Oh, you got a type, buddy. And the familiar sight helped me. Or if it was the smooth voice, the sound of a pen against paper. Why do you say there? Are they a man or not? Because if it's a dude, I don't see... Are you gay? Is there something you want to tell us? Listen, man, if you're pan or bisexual or whatever the hell you are, man, it's fine. But, like, you gotta tell us.
You're legally required to tell us. You're a fan work. The shipping potential is off the charts. Incoming gay storm, as they say. Actually, no. He's already done it with Olivia, so we can't go there. No more. But seriously, why do you keep using this one? Also, casual use of single they. What a weird thing to see. Sounded that pen against the paper. The ticking of the clock, but I just felt relaxed. Yeah, because it's the first time you just have a little chit-chat, buddy. They'll squeeze you next time. Like I was talking to a friend. I mean, I guess that's a job, right? Practically, you know, it flies by in a breeze. But then, I'm left with my shrink looking over the roads furiously. I've said 1,000 times, having your character talk to a psychiatrist is kind of fucking lame. It's so blatantly trying to let your character talk about shit, instead of just having them talk about shit with people who have opinions. It's emotionally disconnecting to have your protagonist or anyone talk to a psychiatrist. Like, I get it, right? In real life, you should. But in fiction, it's usually used as a shortcut. You gotta use it properly. Like,
Well, Mr. Felt, I must thank you for being so immediately open about your past. Generally, I have to do my initial evaluation and follow with a proper diagnosis with my patients. But you, I have a very, very solid idea about you and I.
That's because the writer only has a couple of weeks before the winter formal. There's no time to have anything else happen. They gotta get there fast, buddy. I nervously grip my knees and lean forward in my seat. Is it pulled up? Well, don't keep me waiting, Doc. What's got my brain all fucked up? My casual swearing was actually encouraged. That's because you talk more when you do it. I let one slip through my initial ramble and said it was fine. Actually told me to keep going to make me more comfortable. So my sailor mouth was in full play right now. The Burgundy Baryonyx. It's like the weakest alliteration, man. Reads over the notes a final time and then gives a satisfying nod. Also, fucking Burgundy? Really? Burgundy? What color is that again? Because I think it's like a deep... Ugh, man. Ugh, who would want to be Burgundy? Such a wine red color. Ugh. Like, the problem I have with it is that it's such a formal color, right? It's like you're not even fun colorful. You're, like, ready for a late-night dinner colorful. Ugh. How do you show up at summer break if you look like you're not ready to party?
I believe your diagnosis to be an intermittent explosive disorder, which is likely exacerbated by a separate anxiety order of some sort.
We'll have to figure out what in particular in our following sessions makes more sense anyway, but
As we are very nearly out of time now, if I understand correctly, you are interested in medication on top of psychotherapy, correct?
yeah?
Very well, I'll be just prescribing you 3 things.
What, 3? Didn't Ben only need 1? Jesus, the fuck am I?
I assure you it's fine, Mr. Fott. You've been doing spectacular at holding yourself together without medication for so long for what it's worth, but these issues should have been addressed a long time ago in your life. We're a little late to the party, so we're going to have to do some catch-up work, if you will.
Also, it takes a while for that shit to kick in properly, especially if it's hormonal. Fucking facial expressions, it is not mutely. It's like muttering minus, you know, weaker version. You're not as strong as Anon. 3 sets of pill for the freak, lovely.
Now, 2 of your medications you only have to take regularly, and the 3rd is when you feel as if you're going to be having an episode soon and don't feel you can get yourself under control in time, or if you have trouble sleeping due to the side effects of the other medications.
I'll be starting you with low doses for all of them, and we can tweak them as we are needed. We'll follow it up with 2 to 6 weeks if I see what needs adjusting. If anything, I'll have your prescriptions prepared. So why are we doing this with a psychiatrist? Why can't we just have D show up to you know, Sophia, the main character in this story, who's at least in a supportive cast, and have him talk to her? Instead of having this non-binary question mark? Psychiatrist that just pops out of nowhere? Like, if he just talks with us about this with Sophia, it's more organic, because, like, Sophia needs to know this stuff. He's going to see Sophia in a few minutes. He has all the reason to explain to her, hey, this is my medication, I need to take these then, can we go pick them up? You know, something like stuff like that. Instead of having this completely secondary character, give this extraordinarily dry explanation. Because if D has to communicate this to Sophia, then you can put his character into his explanation. You can characterize him a little more. Make it feel like a fun moment that he has to go through, instead of someone's yapping at him. Yappity, yappity, yappity. Anyway.
We'll follow up in 4 to 6 weeks to see what it's adjusting. If anything, I'll have your prescriptions prepared for you right away, so please pick them up as you leave the building. You saw the pharmacy on your walk-in, correct?
What?
Well, that's it for today. You did a wonderful job, Mr. Fault. Remember the self-soothing exercise we discussed. Use them when you need them, and please take your medicine regularly. It'll take about a month, maybe more, for your 2 mood regulators to start working. As I previously stated, your 3rd medication is only going to help you work through an episode before you have it, or if you need to have sleep because of the side effects of the other medications, they're quite intense. Thanks, Doc? We say our goodbyes and I make my way out of the pharmacy. Man, I could have had this conversation with Sophia instead of recalling everything that happened on the inside of the building. I don't know if this is a good time to introduce a completely secondary character. Like, again, having the Randys, the Pains, having Randy or Sophia, especially Sophia since he cried into her sweater, having her be this character that he talks to about the sessions works better. Now you have this, he moved in with them, he's living... It's just like you shot yourself in the foot. You have a perfectly good layup and you fucked it up. Who is this woman? And why do... Nobody cares. Put your main cast here. This has so many lines that could have been someone we care about. Say goodbye to make my way out of the pharmacy. Roughly 50 minutes or so way later, I'm the brand new owner of a bag full of pill bottles. I take them out individually and peer at the labels. Pairing's the proper one here. We got paracetin, bupropion, and Xanax. What the fuck? They gave me Xanax? But the doctor said I should take when I'm freaking out. Drive to Jesus. Bottle goes back. Ugh. Well, there's Sophia, sliding the shotgun and buckle up, setting my new brain food on my lap. She looks at them curiously. What a curious look she has. That was fast.
That was fast. I didn't expect them to give you your medicine already. Wow.
I was honest with the doc about my problems. Well, given my issues. Felt like it was pertinent to get me on them as soon as possible. Though they're mood adjusters. Like I said, they take a little bit of time.
Was a good idea. May I ask what your prescriptions are?
I was a little... Why are we doing this? Why didn't you do this down here if you're doing it anyway? Why are you so stupid? You stupido. You had the perfect setup. I love this shit. Love it. This is why you do a second reading. You're like, oh, that's weird that I'm doing the same thing twice. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I thought. I don't know about it though. Doc said it was only for what I couldn't get my brain under control in time. I have no context for what Xanax is and how hard it's supposed to be, so I'm sorry that I don't get what actually is happening here. That's America for you with their fucking brands. Actually, I don't think I would know what it was, even if it was like a standard definition. You know. Because that's like niche things. Took me a while to realize that paracetamol was just Tylenol, apparently. Ugh.
Dorian, please be responsible with them.
Naturally. I'll keep them all in Olivia's room. Don't need Vin find them.
That we won't. That we don't.
What would happen to him? The car starts and soon enough we're heading home. The trip is quiet, giving me time to ruminate on my thoughts. Oh, like how? And by ruminate my thoughts, I meant about the shit that's gonna be happening with Mia tomorrow. Fuck, I can already tell it's gonna be a humongous pain in the dick. What, you got one of those little gill-eating fish crawling up there? Sophia seems to be content to let me think, so the trip passes by in silence. When I arrive home, I give Sophia a small, appreciative nod and head inside. Evening is quiet, with a faint sense of anticipation buzzing under the surface. We share a few words, and Sophia assures me it'll all be okay, and I slip into Livy's room quietly. There she is. What a weird lay. What a weird, route.
How'd it go?
My doc was chill. Told me like talking to a good pal than talking to a shrink. That you already told that. You can summarize this text, did you know? Did you know you can just put that in a sentence that says, I told her about how it went? Because we, as readers, already saw how it went, buddy! In fact, isn't that exactly what you did up here? You just did this, and now you're doing this? Like, what characterization? This is not characterization. Also, why are your ellipses after the question mark? Well, Doc was chill. I got my pills already. 2 for daily use, 1 for emergencies.
Wow, already?
Yeah, I guess they didn't want to take any chances given, I almost ate the neighbor's dog and everything. A flicker of sensations jolted through the scars on my legs. I barely keep myself from wincing. Olivia very easily intimates? Intimates? Ooh, we're learning new verbs today. To state or make known. Imply or hint. What? That doesn't apply here. That's not the right verb. Do you mean intuits? She intuits how you're feeling? Because she shifts down to the end of the bed, and pulls her legs up to a sitting position. I mean, for her, it's probably also a shitting position, but hey.
The sooner you get started, the sooner it helps.
I'm not. Taking each of the bottles out of the bag and putting them on the desk. Everyone with the fucking Xanax! I don't know what Xanax is! Ugh. Fuck, let's look it up. I feel so left out. Also known as alprazolam. Is a fast-acting, potent tranquilizer. Oh shit. Of moderate duration within the triazolobenzodiazepine group chemicals known as the benzodiazepines. Fan-fucking-tastic. Is commonly prescribed in management of anxiety disorders, especially panic disorder and generalized anxiety disorder, aka shit's wrong. Here you go. Is generally taken orally. It was invented by Jackson Hester Jr. at the Upjohn. What's up, John? Also, is that explosive disorder a real thing? Because that sounds so made up. Intermittent explosive disorder. Nope. IED. No, that's improvised explosive device. Or episodic discontrol syndrome. Measures of a sudden by explosive outbursts of anger or violence, often to the point of range that are disproportionate to the situation at hand. Hell! Frequency 3%. I'm so mad! Pretty sure most YouTube reviewers suffer from this. Especially the essayists. Except for Modular. He released a video on Ultima recently.
He was so dreamy.
They gave you Xanax?
Yeah, but it's just for emergencies. Like, if I'm about to have episode and can't come down in time. Stuff like that. The other two are the ones I'm taking every day. I'm not gonna become a pillhead. I'm pretty sure the dosage of this stuff isn't high enough anyway.
3 prescriptions.
I need them, I guess. Barely stop myself from hypocritical self-digging. I won't know until I start taking them. Even the doc said it would take a month before I start to feel anything. We'll take a baby steps here.
Yeah, we are. I'm proud of you, you know.
Thanks, Silverlight. I'm trying my best right now.
I know, I am too.
Oh my god! He loves her. He really loves her. Hold up. I point this out, but like, it keeps doing this shit, right? Where they just state that they really love her. Really love each other. I love her so much. I don't know, not really sold about it. The vibes are off. Reach out to that's what it tells us something. We're not just trying for ourselves or for each other. God, I really love her. My voice comes out in a quiet, thankful mutter as I bury my head into her shoulder. I love you, Liv.
I love you too, Dorian. Got him.
Liv. Wherever alone, can you keep using my name?
Are you transitioning to being a boring dork again? Got him. Ah, Dorian, at this rate, you'll never recover.
I'm already financially destitute. Actually, that will be Anon. He could make that joke. Yeah, I will. Thanks. I think I'm gonna start trying using it again. Tired of running away from it. I mean, it's a really weird name.
I think that's a good idea.
Alright, enough mopey bullshit. Let's go watch some more Ippo. Need to take my mind off today. She is a real subs over dubs person. Next day. Oh, we're doing the Ben thing. Alright.